Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this course on sports training, load management, and recovery. This is lecture 2 of week 8, and we have already dealt with the role of technology in performance assessments. Now, we will talk about the role of technology in performance enhancement. I will be covering this lecture under the following outline: definition, introduction. We will talk about an ethical question, that is it fair to use technology to improve human performance? We will talk about the various modalities of technology in human performance. We will talk about some training aids. And as always, we will conclude with a take home message. So, sports technology has been described by several authors as any tangible, conceptual, or procedural element of modern sport and exercise science, which is aimed at improving progress. Basically, this flexible definition allows anything from advancements in running shoes to improvement in eyewear to different ways of thinking about the body to be seen as technological. Sports is an essential part of human culture and entertainment, and it has athletes pushing themselves to achieve the best possible performance. The methods and techniques used in sports performance and training have evolved dramatically over the years. One of the most significant factors that have contributed to this evolution is the impact of technology. Advancements in technology have revolutionized sports performance and training, allowing athletes and coaches to gain insights into their performance like never before. Manufacturers claim their products can make anyone run faster, jump higher, and increase the endurance. Some of these claims have been proven, and other products have nothing going for them other than anecdotal evidence and the placebo effect. In other words, some products work, some might not, and some have nothing else going for them but an effective marketing campaign. However, as long as athletes continue their quest to get the performance edge, these products will continue to sell whether they work or not. There is a thin line between technological advancement and technological doping in sports. Advancement is a natural phenomenon, but its utilization to gain an unfair advantage is what converts it into doping. It may be an opportunity for some to find ways to gain that advantage over the others by the use of technological means. The price and the availability of high tech equipment and high tech gear would deprive many able but financially weak athletes of this performance improvement. The ethical question is, does such technology dilute human effort and have a decisive effect on the performance, and whether it will create some unrealistic targets and records? The answer: fairness in sport can only be achieved if you ban such technology, or if you allow such technology, make it available to everybody at a reasonable price. Let's talk about one glaring example. In February 2008, Speedo introduced a whole body swimsuit in collaboration with Comme des Garçons, the Australian Institute of Sports, and the wind tunnel testing facilities of NASA. It was made out of polyurethane and spandex, and they developed it using fluid analysis software. This suit was worn by the champion swimmer Michael Phelps during the 2008 Summer Olympics. He broke several records. He improved his time by a significant margin. All the competitors who were wearing this suit performed much better than others who were not wearing this suit. But it takes about 20 minutes for the suit to be worn. Eventually, the performance enhancement was so much and so glaring that this suit was eventually banned in competition by FINA. Let's talk about another technology, straight flying golf ball. As we know, golf is a game of skill, and the ball is designed to fly or travel in a way depending on how it is hit and which club is used to hit it. However, in 1977, a straight flying golf ball was introduced, which used to fly straight, irrespective of how it was hit. It basically took all the guesswork and all the skill out of golf. And even amateur golfers started to play much higher levels of golf than they could be doing so. Ultimately, it was banned by the US Golf Association in 1985 using a technicality. Technology used in equipment technology has also improved performance. Kevlar, which is 5 times stronger than steel but much lighter, is nowadays used in the manufacturing of sails, bicycle tires, football boots, tennis rackets, helmets, body armor, and more. Boat shells, which are made of lightweight, strong materials, now minimize the drag through the air or the water. Technology in racing cycles has jumped and leaped from normal metal, wood, and rubber to alloys, magnesium, titanium, and Kevlar. Prosthetics and wheelchair technology has shown a significant jump in technology and advances. Wheelchair basketball, they started using cambered wheels, and this improved the training radius of the wheelchairs. Formula One cars are known for their technological advances, and now they have got smaller turbocharged engines from the earlier V12, V10, and V8 engines. Now they've come to small V6 turbocharged engines with hybrid technology. So the cars have become more fuel efficient and more powerful. Technology in clothing and footwear. Helmets are lighter, better ventilated, and more affordable. Track shoes are lighter and they have a greater grip. Any sport you take, the shoes are better, they are lighter, and they have better grip and sporting performances. Facilities and playing surfaces. 4G pitches are used nowadays, which can be used throughout the year, whatever the weather. And artificial snow now allows winter sports to take place anywhere in the world, including in the deserts. Shoes. This is an area which has seen a lot of technological advances. Adizero is a line of soccer shoes from Adidas with a lightweight design, and it was meant to help the athletes maximize speed. It was launched in 2010 and is worn by several soccer stars, including Lionel Messi. In 2011, Adidas, using the same technology, introduced the lightest basketball shoe on the market called Crazy Light. Vectran is a fiber made from liquid crystal polymers that is thinner than human hair and relatively cheaper to manufacture. Nike, using the fiber, made a shoe called Zoom Victory Spike, which weighs only 93 grams but still provides solid support along with the light weight. The most famous example by Nike. In 2016, Nike launched Nike Zoom Vaporfly 4%, or in short, Nike Vaporfly. And this shoe has essentially revolutionized the sport of marathon running. Since then, other running shoes have also released their own super shoes. These shoes are specifically designed for marathon and long distance running and help the athletes run faster for longer. In 2019, Eliud Kipchoge ran the first sub 2-hour marathon in history wearing the latest version of Nike's super shoe. These are all technological advances which have got scientific basis. I would like to point out one which has got no scientific basis whatsoever. It is called magnetotherapy, and it's a form of alternative medicine in which magnetic fields are applied to the body for alleged physical benefit. It is not recognized by the medical community, and no peer-reviewed study has ever found it to have any benefits. However, it has its believers, and they wear magnets in their clothes, in their jewelry, ingest it in dietary supplements, and apply it to their skin with creams. Body cooling. Very important in hot climates. They are used in the form of cooling vests, cooling sprays, ice baths, etc. The cooling vests, they regulate the wearer's body temperature and are used whenever the temperatures can reach unbearable height. Athletes use them prior to competition. Please note they are banned during competition, and they were used during the 2004 Olympics in Greece and the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. When the cooling vest is worn 1 hour before the competition, it has been shown to increase athletic endurance by 21%. Wrist cooling. You don't need to cool the whole body. You just need to cool some thermogenic areas. Wrist cooling is a promising new technology. The device has been designed and produced in India. It has a ceramic cooling plate of 30 by 30 square millimeters. It provides consistent cooling of up to -7 degrees in all ambient conditions. This is a study which was conducted in India. Effect of wrist cooling on aerobic and anaerobic performance in elite sportsmen. And I am proud to say this was the first ever study conducted on wrist cooling in the world. And what did we find? It was found that the wrist cooling device applied before exercise is a promising pre-cooling device. It improves aerobic and anaerobic performance in sportsmen, with anaerobic performance gains being slightly on the higher side. There are several implications in sports and military training and in combat activity where use of this small handy device may improve physical performance. Athlete tracking systems. One of the key reasons why athletes excel and make incredible leaps is the real-time data which they are using to adjust their training and game strategies. Sports teams routinely track and analyze performance data to determine opportunities, detect the weak points, and to tune training programs. Hypoxic training. Healthy athletes can increase their hemoglobin mass and oxygen transport capacity through hypoxia, provided the hypoxia is given in a sufficient dose, there is enough energy and serum iron availability. The most typical hypoxic training regimens are living high, training high, living high, training low, and living low, training high methods. Living high, training high, low, and living low, training high methods require simulated altitude chambers like the one which is shown in the picture. These chambers simulate the oxygen concentration at altitude and allow the athletes to train in this chamber at a particular altitude or sleep in this chamber at a particular altitude, depending upon what type of protocol the athlete is following and what sports is the athlete going to participate in. These chambers can also be used to pre-acclimatize the athlete before they go for any competitions in high altitude areas. Training in a hypoxic chamber for 6 weeks has been shown to enhance the athlete performance and to improve hemodynamic and autonomic nervous system function. It did not adversely affect the immune function of competitive athletes as compared to that of runners who were training in a normoxic condition. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy, HBOT, is the administration of 100% oxygen in a pressure vessel at higher than atmospheric pressure. Sporting injuries are often treated for 3 to 10 sessions. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy may allow injured athletes to recover faster than normal rehabilitation methods. It is useful for faster recovery, accelerated healing, improved athletic performance, to reduce the negative effects of elevated cytokines, decrease inflammation, and to improve the mitochondrial function. Technology in sports nutrition. Gatorade sports drink was first developed in 1965 at the University of Florida and named after its sports team, the Gators. The drink has become synonymous with replenishment and rehydration, and it is said to replenish the body with materials lost through exercise. Its usefulness for the sweaty athlete for anything more than hydration has been strongly debated for years, but it continues to be associated with athletic replenishment. Starting from Gatorade, currently there is a whole range of scientifically designed products which are used to improve performance, like sports drinks, isotonic drinks. They may be drinks or they may be supplements, recovery drinks or supplements, replenishment drinks or supplements, protein drinks or supplements, muscle building supplements, meal replacement supplements. Training aids. Jump soles, which were originally invented for basketball, players are now using them in other sports such as martial arts and figure skating. They are essentially weights worn on the soles of the shoes, and this excess weight strengthens the wearer's leg muscles and strengthens it so much that the player can jump higher or deliver powerful lightning speed kicks. Ball machines. Professional baseball and cricket players regularly practice swings and strokes against pitching or bowling machines. These machines can fire balls with a clockwork regularity which no human can ever duplicate. These balls have an irregular design and each one gives a different spin than the last one. It can fire as much as 150 balls in 10 minutes and it launches them at odd intervals and swings. Technology has revolutionized the sports industry. Technical tools have made it easier for athletes to train and compete at higher levels. From tracking systems that measure an athlete's performance to wearables that give real time feedback on their physical movements, technology is playing a big part in how athletes prepare and compete. The R&D of sports apparatus and apparel is a big industry in itself, which creates opportunity for investment and employment. Several people decry the use of technology to improve sports performance, but the reality is it is inevitable. Technological advances in sports are inevitable and necessary. But to avoid using such technology from being used to gain an unfair advantage in the sport, equity is to be maintained by ensuring equal and reasonable access for all athletes. It means use technology by all means, but make sure all athletes are able to use them. These are the reference materials which I've used to prepare this lecture. So I strongly urge you to go through them. Thank you for your time and patience, ladies and gentlemen. Do let us know your comments and your queries on the email. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and Jai Hind.